Hi, welcome back. So this week in Year 7 we were looking at added sugars. When we look at our diet, we often focus on fat content of food and we miss that actually sugars the really key concern, because our body can't metabolize sugar. So when we take in sugar, it throws it to the liver, metabolizes it as fat, and then we end up putting on weight. We focus on two types of fat. We've got subcutaneous fat and visceral fat. So subcutaneous fat is the bit that sits below the surface. It's the inch you can pinch, it's the bit that we can see when we're getting bigger. And then visceral fat is the stuff that sits around your organs. Now, the biggest killer in the UK these days is coronary heart disease. And if I've got a large amount of visceral fat sitting around my organs, clogging up my arteries, that puts me at a far greater risk. And this is important because, particularly for young people, their metabolisms go quite quickly. They think they're burning off loads of fat and they say, well, I can eat what I like, I'm fine. And maybe you're like that. I'm like that. I can eat lots of things and I don't get a great deal bigger. But that doesn't mean I'm healthy. It just means that that fat's going somewhere I can't see, somewhere far more dangerous. We looked at our recommended daily amount, and the RDA for the UK is about 30 grams, which is about 7 spoons of sugar. We then looked at a can of Coke and said, well, a can of Coke has 9 spoons of sugar. So if I have that one can, I'm already over my allowance. To make it more complicated, they then hide sugar. There's half a spoon in each slice of bread. So if I have a sandwich, I've had a spoon of sugar on it. There's about 6 spoons in a tin of beans. So if I have beans on toast, I've had my daily amount. And that's not counting for breakfast, that's not counting any snacks I've had. Juice. Sugar in fruit is fine because it's accompanied by fibre, so my body can metabolize it more slowly. If I eat an apple, I'm fine. However, when they make apple juice, they take the fibre out to make it last longer. So now what I'm getting is all the sugar without any of the fibre. So actually, juice, well, we think we're being good parents giving our children cartons of juice and so on. What we're actually doing is giving a lot of sugar that gets metabolized as fat and increases that visceral fat that we've talked about. Now, this can be a bit disheartening because you can tune out and go, well, gosh, if it's everywhere, if I can't do anything about it, I give up. The key here is to recognise that if it is everywhere, then I at least need to avoid the obvious stuff. An occasional bar of chocolate, an occasional fizzy drink is fine, an occasional fruit juice is fine. But if I'm doing this a lot, I'm putting a lot of sugar into my body. And what we also talked about is how marketing can deceive us. So if you buy low-fat yogurt, you will get fat. This is something people don't realise. If I buy low-fat food, I'll get fat. The only reason to buy it is to not get fat. But if I buy it, I'm going to put on weight. Because when they take the sugar out, it tastes gross. Sorry, when they take the fat out, it tastes gross. So what do we do about it? Well, there's no fat, it tastes horrible. Chuck some sugar in, now it tastes nice again. When we understand these things, it empowers us so we can make healthier choices for ourselves. Hopefully that was of some use, and I will speak to you all again next week.